All right, you know how to clap sync? Clap your hands on 3. 1, 2.
Okay. After 3. Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Welcome everybody to the Identity Booth, and we have a special celebrity in the house. Now, for all y'all that don't know, I have a very, very special guest with me. She has been taking care of me for the better part of 30 years. I'm 30, right?
That's right.
And in those 30 years, I have cried, I have begged, I have loved, and I have cried again. But it's all worth it because I have become a better man because of it. And that reason why I'm the better man today is because of this lovely lady, my mother. Let's give a round of applause for my mother. Come on, clap for yourself, mother.
Yes, I'm so proud. I raised the best one.
You did? Oh, the best one. Remember that comment. It's going to come back later, guys. We are on the Identity Booth. My name is Hero. And as always, I am your host. And I bet you Eric would love to be here right now. Last time we had a guest with Eric brought in was his wife. Shawnee and Eric would love you. And they would probably love all the cooking that we're doing at the house. All right, Mommy, we're on the Identity Booth. So, we got a few rules and regulations. Do you know what the rules and regulations are?
Yes.
What are they?
No personal thought on your phone. You don't mention names. You don't mention where you are. You don't mention what we're eating.
Very good. No personal names. No locations, and don't tell anybody what you're eating. Never tell anybody what you're eating on the internet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Why?
Why would you?
Why you don't want them to know what you're eating?
You don't want nobody knowing what you got going on in your kitchen.
Oh, okay.
This is private.
Okay.
Food is sacred in this house.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of houses, I'm not in your basement no more. I moved out.
That's right.
I'm in my own house now. But we're still in a basement.
That's right. Good basement, better basement.
This is a better basement. Thank you, Mother. I work hard on my little man cave. But today, what do you want to start with? You want to talk about the news first? Or you want to do a catch-up? Or you want to answer the 5 questions?
Let's go with the 5 questions.
5 questions. All right, so we're going to go with the 5 questions from Hero. You have 5 questions for me? Have you thought of any questions for me? I'll let you think about it.
Right. Let me think.
All right. So we have
It really depends on the question that you ask.
All right. We have a few questions here that I have picked out because I want to know the truth.
Okay.
Starting today, there's no lying on the Identity Booth.
I understand.
Okay. First question: who is your favorite child?
Honestly,
Yes.
I don't have any favorite child.
You
You're all equal to me. I love you all the same. You're all good at your own special way.
All you parents out there watching this right now, I know you're lying. Don't sit here and tell me that you don't have a favorite. One of your kids wouldn't survive a day without you.
All of you can survive a day without me.
I know, mind you, you're in one of your children's houses right now.
I understand that, and I know you can kick me out for saying that.
I can't kick you out.
No, you cannot.
You're right, I can't kick you out.
Yeah.
So
you're all special to me in your own personal way.
You should run for Congress because you don't answer questions. Neither do they. None of them answer questions in the political world.
Sometimes when you say the truth, it doesn't sound like you answer the question. But I know what you want me to say, but I'm not going to say that.
You're not going to say it for me? You don't want to...
No, not for anybody. Not for anybody.
Rub it in Lookman's face. I know Lookman's going to... This is the first episode Lookman's ever going to watch.
I know. You are going back and forth about that, and I'm not going to commit myself. I love you all both. Lookman and Ibrahim Hero Abdullah.
What was the first rule?
Oh, God, I blew it.
You did.
I'm sorry. I take that back.
You can't take it back. That's not how it works.
You're going to edit it.
I don't edit the video.
Well, I told you to brief me before we
All
start.
right, let's go over the rules again. What is rule number 1?
Okay, no names.
What's rule number 2?
No location.
What's rule number 3?
No, you can't tell what we're eating in our house.
Okay.
Okay, I stick that. I'm sorry.
All right. Question number 2.
Okay.
What was it like carrying a 10-pound baby?
Oh boy, don't make me remember that. Truly it was fun.
It was fun.
Be my first pregnancy. I've never ever been saying how many pounds the baby weigh, how many per bed. It doesn't hit you until you have to carry your own. But when I carried my own, it was so special. When I tell everybody how many pounds what I'm carrying, everybody was so wow. And believe me, for 9 pounds 10 ounces, I carried him for 9 months and 3 days. That was heavy.
I eat a lot. That's funny.
You still eat?
I still eat a lot. I'm a growing young man.
Yes. And you carried it well.
Thank you, mother. Stop trying to sell your son on the internet. Speaking of selling your son, why you keep asking me about kids? Are you ready to start babysitting?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm very ready.
Good.
I'm ready. I mean, I before I wasn't thinking I was this ready until I got, to this point and I see how everything is.
How is everything? Tell me, what point did you think you were ready to start babysitting grandkids?
Because you know what? I'm so proud of you. You've been through a lot in your life, and you're a very determined somebody that I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for 30 years old, you get to the point like this is the time you should be looking forward for your own future. You have, great career. You have a great mind, or you have a caring. You're a caring person, and I think it's about time you move that caring and all your effort moving it forward.
Mm-hmm.
There's advantage in having kids. I'm not just saying having kids. You have to have.
Yeah, because I can find you a kid on the street.
No, I don't want that.
Oh, okay.
I don't want no mama baby or something. I want real wife, somebody that you can live with, that you can train your kids like I did with your father.
Mm.
It's always good to have both in kids' family. I don't want no baby mama.
You don't want no baby mama?
No. I want a good wife for you, and that's my prayer every single day. Good wife and good children to take care of you like you've been doing for me.
Every Father's Day, I get nervous because I'm afraid someone might knock on my door.
Well, if they showed up, that's fine. But it's not what I'm praying for, though.
All right.
And if there's one out there, they should have shown up right now. They shouldn't have waited Father's Day.
If they're not at least 10 pounds, we know it's not mine.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be 10 pounds. Because it depends on the body and depends on the nature.
Oh. All right.
So
you ready to start babysitting?
No problem. Unless you have somebody that you're not telling me. Is one coming? I can plan my pension.
My pull-out game is strong, mother. What are we doing? What is that? All right, so we got 3 questions in the book. Mommy, tell us a little bit about your outfit. A lot of people are going to be asking about. You look beautiful, by the way. What you got going on? What is this?
Oh,
this get up?
Like you know.
Oh, you can't say what you just said. Say what you just said.
I'm afraid to say it. He told me I can't leave any identity out there, but I can proudly tell you that I'm from Nigeria, West Africa, in Lagos. And this outfit it came from there. I have a bunch of them. And I was just lucky to be able to have one with me right now. So I put it on. I hope you all like it. It's nothing like it. When you're talking about blue jeans for American, this is the blue jeans for Africans. So this is very...
That's a great analogy, mother.
Right.
Great analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Check you out. Have you done this before?
No, I've never done this before, and I'm enjoying it now.
Y'all, now you're enjoying because you were nervous at first.
Yes, I
you
was.
guys, she didn't want to talk at first.
I was.
I had to trick her. I had to tell her like, we were going, and then I was like, oh, look, we're not recording. I said, see, look how easy it is.
I was learning from my other son, Eric's wife.
Yes, Johnny did real good. Okay. So yeah, we got the outfit. All right. So a lot of people know me as a little bit of a narcissist, and rightfully so. I've done a few things in my life that I'm very proud of. I've done a few things I'm not very proud of. But I mean, tenaciously, it's my way or the highway. Like I could care less. But as a child growing up, you can say all your children are very different. There's some qualities from you that I have taken. What are some things that you feel like you see that you had in yourself that you see in me?
I see you as a good leader.
Good leader?
Good leader. And I couldn't appreciate it more to have you.
Mommy, don't flatter me. I'm talking about things that you see in you.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I see on you.
She's trying to get brownie points.
Right. That's what I've seen on you. I've seen you as a caring person. And I've seen you as, like you said, you like doing things on your own. And from what you're doing, and your siblings see that it's very good, and they pick it on you. That makes me so proud about you. And right from the day one that I heard you, I knew what you gonna be. And I'm very proud of you that you listen. Sometimes, we agree, we disagree. But when it comes to something, when I kept saying it, and you say, Mommy, I know it's time for me to stop. So I learned that great from you, that you can only go to a certain point, then you have to back up. But from what I'm learning from you now, anytime I say something, one thing I really, really appreciate that you always say is like, Mommy, I learned a lot from you when we were young. Let us put it in practice now. We're on our own now. Let us do it. And I'm looking at you, I see that, yes, you're doing it. So that's one thing I know I did good. And I appreciate you that you took it.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Good look at that one. Oh, that's funny. What are some things that you upset that I still haven't learned? Is there anything you feel I haven't learned yet? Something you wish I would do more of?
Yeah, you have to, the only thing, there are two things. I don't know if I should say this other one, but...
What is it? Whisper to me. Tell me. What is it? All right, what's the first one?
Oh, the first one is I can say that because sometimes you have to learn on how to, I don't know how I'm supposed to put this, but I will give the example. It's like, if you want to give somebody something, let's for instance, you want to give me like $100,
mm-hmm.
and I said, I need the $100, and you say, okay, I'm going to send it to you through whatever, and I said, no, I want the cash. You don't know the reason why I wanted the cash, but you always say, Mommy, it's technology. You don't need no cash. I'm going to send it through the bank. But you don't know what I want to do with that $100. You don't know if I even have my account. You don't know if my account is on hold or something like that. You have to, think about people. When you're trying to do good to people, you have to look at the other side of that person to like, okay, I want to do this to this to this person.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take it the way that person want it, not the way you want it.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, things doesn't work like that. But you like things, I'm going to put it this way, you like things in your way. Things to be done on your way.
I mean, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I respect you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm using your example about giving money, mm-hmm. if you asking me for money and your account is in deficit and you only ask me for what you want,
mm-hmm.
and you didn't tell me that your account is deficit, that's a disconnect.
I might be able to tell you that as your mom, but somebody else might not want to tell you. They might feel embarrassed.
No.
Yes.
Yes. You can feel you can feel embarrassed. You can be ashamed.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you're right. Because I might think like, okay, my mom is working. How come did she wait this time to ask me when it's
and that is the part, and that is at that point I'm now disappointed because you waited till it got to the point that I couldn't help you anymore.
Then I might be ashamed of telling you that. Because the first thing you go ask me, the first thing you go say, Mommy, why did you wait this time? Because I've like your brother, when I ask for something and I say I need this, why didn't you ask? But sometimes I might not want to ask because I be like, I don't want to be bothered. Even though I knew you gonna do it, I knew you gonna do it, but I don't want to be burdened on you.
This happened yesterday, guys. There was a great situation that happened yesterday at the grocery store. We went to go. Remember what happened at the grocery store? And that cashier, she spit some knowledge on you, because the fact of the matter is, if you're, and any of my friends can tell you this, and you know this better than anybody. If you are coming to me, there is no shame. I don't judge people on their current situation because I never punch down. I don't like to see people in pain. If you waited till the last minute to tell me about something and it's not going the way you planned, it's because you didn't incorporate me into your plan soon enough. But I am innately aware that people struggle different. I don't choose to take the route of someone who is asking me for help because I am the one that is helping. In all fairness, if I gave you $100 and you went to go blow that on a bath of cocaine, that's a bath of cocaine you now have. I'll never ask for that money again. But if you're going to collect it from me, you're going to collect it my way. The lady at the register yesterday, we were buying some food for me to eat in my house. And my mom, she's a very, very sly lady. This lady, young fox right here. She tried to sneak and pay for some items before I could empty out the cart while the lady was doing it for her. And I looked at the lady. I didn't say a word. I didn't shout. I didn't make a fuss. I took the card from the lady, gave it to her. She looked at me as if to say, sir, not knowing that me and her were together, to say, sir, you can't do that. And I told her, I'm paying for it. And the lady said something that still resonated with me till even to today, because I thought it was so interesting to see it, because it's a very interesting dynamic. She said, sometimes letting your children do it is okay, and sometimes not letting them is wrong. And I took from that message, for the better part of 18 years, you've done for me. You've done for me more than anybody could have. All my videos, if there's 2 views on it, I know the first one came from me, the second one came from you. These things are irrelevant to me. But monetary value, such as money, things that I can replace, there's no reason I feel that you should ever hesitate to come to me. And sometimes letting your kids take the initiative is the best path to totality. I mean, there's no way around it. Because eventually, as independent as you are, you also raise 3 very independent kids. You can't be mad at us for something we got from you. So when you're in my presence, if I hold doors, when you're in my presence, you don't have to worry about money. When you're in my presence, as long as I say I've got it, I got it. That's not something you're used to doing. You have a great husband. You have a bunch of great kids. You're a woman, a hardworking woman that is constantly spoiled. And that is sort of your kryptonite. You don't know how to relax. I also steal that from you. I take things very seriously, very hard. But you have a very difficult problem, because when we left the building, the grocery store, we walked outside to get into my car, to drive home. But we saw a lady walking in the rain. Older than you, much older than you. But it's made me think about, wow, where are her kids? Why is she in the rain carrying bags by herself? And I said to myself, my mom, she probably sees her as a very strong, independent woman, but to me that's heartbreaking. So yeah, I will definitely take the blame for being too chivalrous. Yeah, blame me for that. It's so women and men are equal, but in my lifespan, or
but let me say something.
say something, mommy.
You remember when I was packing, when I was getting ready to come, see you,
Mm-hmm.
and I text you, what did you all want me to bring?
Mm-hmm.
You all said nothing. I said, Mom, I know. And maybe in my culture, where I came from, when you travel to see somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you always, even though I know everything I needed, we were right here when I got here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still the right thing for me to bring something. But because of the, you all say you want, and the thing that I picked up yesterday, it's not something like it's personal use for you or personal use for me. And if you remember correctly, I told you the same thing I picked up for you. I picked it up for the rest of for your siblings, and that's something from me to you all. It's not like the money is right there that I want to spend. When we went, you remember previously on Saturday we went out. You took me out.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I pick everything that I want?
Mm-hmm.
Did I ask to? Did I even try to pay?
Mm-mm.
No, because I knew that was the right thing for you to do for me.
Mm.
Even though deep down me, oh God, I didn't want him to spend this much. But you pick out that payment without no hesitation, because this is for you.
Yeah, because I got it like that.
Right, that's right. And I was then I mean, even my brother that went with us was so like, wow. I felt so good. But yesterday, even though you took it that way, it helped me in the same way that, this is something that I wanted to do for you. But you didn't give me the chance to do it.
You want to know why?
I appreciate it.
But you know why?
Why? Because I sneak it or what?
No. Because you've been doing it for 18 years.
I understand it, and I'm going to stick. If
you're going to still try.
I'm going to still try doing it until you give me grandkids and I can shift it over.
All right, deal.
To the grandkids.
I'll let you buy one for my grandkid.
Moving forward.
His birthday gift, his 1-year-old birthday gift, I wanted to get him a crock pot the size of him.
No problem.
Okay.
And I promise
we have it on the record.
That no problem. I have if that will be my last penny, I will use it.
All right, you want some water?
No, I'm fine.
I'm gonna drink some water.
Okay. So what happened yesterday is it's not something that I wanted to embarrass you or something. It's something that came from my mind that I wanted to.
My mom got sentimental about buying me a pot. How many of y'all parents can say that? Y'all parents buying y'all shoes, my mom buying me pots out here.
Because I know you like cooking.
Get your priorities straight.
There's nothing I get you that you be like.
I like bow ties.
Bow ties.
Last question, not the fake ones though. Like the ones that are already made. Who does that?
You remember what? Who did your bow tie at your graduation?
I don't know. I didn't wear. Oh yeah.
Yes,
we have a picture. And, if I can find it, I'll put it up right now. All right. So last question. Tell me about a funny story you had with me growing up as a young child. Because I don't.
Boy.
Tell me a story about my childhood that I probably don't remember. There's a lot of stories I don't remember.
Well, it's a lot because to tell you the truth, I enjoy my kids when they were really young. We have fun. I mean, they were fun to me. Looking at them doing things is really, but the most funniest one was told to him this morning, in which he didn't even. I
remember this story. I remember this routine. The story that you're telling me, I remember the routine because, I remember seeing red carpet and just standing at the door and just the red carpet stopped at the door. It was wood planks there, so I was like, yeah, this story is probably true.
So the story was you can tell between Hero and my other kids, they were 2 years apart. So for my husband and I, then my husband always left home before me. I had to take the keys to the babysitter, and he would pick them up. So it's the routine every morning. Of course, I have twins. So I have both twins in the carrier, and we live at this 3-story building. No parking space, no parking lot, no no special park. You have to park wherever. So sometimes I got lucky, I park right in front of the house. Sometimes I have to walk 1 block. But anyway, to cut the story short, the routine is to bring the kids, pack everything from the house, leave it by the door. The diaper bags, the 2 kids in the store, and the carrier and Hero. So what I would do, I would take 1 twin at a time downstairs to the bottom, because we have 2 doors, the house door and the house to get out from the building. Then I would go back upstairs to carry the second one. Ask Hero to wait with the second one to carry the baby downstairs. So I guess all this time I've been doing this, he would have been looking at me so crazy, like, why is this mom going back and forth? One day he just told me, when I carried one, he said, "Ma," I said, "Yes." He just told me to push the other one down, then we can get him downstairs or her. I'll be like, "No, we can't do that." So ever since then, I never left one with him, because I'm afraid when I took one downstairs, before I come back, I had to catch the one. I had to catch the other one on my way down. So that was it's something about my kids that when I remember when they were little, I laughed myself. Especially when I dress them up, when they look at me, "Man, why did you dress us like this?" I'd be like, "Those are the best dressing." When you were young, everybody's so proud of it.
We were some 90s babies, man. Windbreaker City, man.
I would match them with the shoes, the best toddler. I remember these toddler university shoes. Those are the most expensive Jew shoes for the thing. But now they're just making fun of me like, "Ma, why did you have to put that one on us?" And my daughter would be like, "Why do you have to put berets on my hair? Why do you have to put the hair?"
Y'all 90s babies know the having 20 berets in your hair. That was my mom. That was her. Mom.
So, that was a great story. It's a lot of it, but because of the time, that was the one I think is very hilarious to me. So, I have to say.
Well, Mother, congratulations. You've made it through your first podcast. How did you feel?
How did I do?
I don't know. I'll tell you when to get it. Leave a comment in the bottom of the show. Tell us how my mom did on the podcast. Thank you for answering these 5 questions. You can find me on... this is the part that Eric's really good at. I'm like, you guys can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, iTunes, Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. You can find us on Twitter. All that great stuff will be in the comment section and the description below. Check it out. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming on the show, Mother. Give yourself a round of applause. You did well. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Mother, you got to say anything to the people?
About you or about me?
No, it's all. This is your audience. I'm gonna let you talk for 3 minutes. Go ahead. I'm not saying nothing.
Audience, like you said, this has been going on. This is what my son worked really hard on. I would love for you to please go on, like he just mentioned to you, on Google, on Facebook, Twitter, on anything. Make a special comment on it. Give an idea. He would like your support. If you want to support him, you're greatly welcome. And also, share it. Let people know this is there's a person in here that is doing a great thing. And, I'm very impressed. Most of the time, I look at, when recorded, I look at it. But I really don't appreciate it more, like when I'm sitting in here and I see the great things that he put together to bring this identity booth on. He's working greatly on it, and I want you to please share it, give it comments, like. Thank you all for watching.
You want to do the backpack?
Kinda forever.